To start. All right, today we did not have a speaker, so I prepared something very short. This is one of the things that we learned yesterday, and I went and I researched about it, I wanted to understand it better, but I want to make this an interactive session. Otherwise, if I'm the only one I was talking, I'm going to fall asleep. So it's the four color personalities. So we were learning yesterday that, as people, we are not the same. And sometimes we fail in business because we treat everyone like, they are the same. So you have to understand the four personalities so that you are able to relate better with your team. So, there are some people that are good at planning, there are some people that are extroverted, they like going out, they like having events. Then there are some people that are just, they are a bit reserved. There are people who catch on things fast. Some people you need to explain maybe two, three more times before they catch it, those kind of things. So understanding those personalities helps, to improve the communication and teamwork. So that is just something that they mentioned yesterday. So I went and I had to go and research what are these four color personalities. So today we want to look at those. So why we have to understand, like I said, people think, decide, and communicate differently. So if you understand that, you're going to know that how I speak to Bongi is not going to be the same as how I speak to Tsepidi. So we have to do that even with our downlines. And sometimes when you don't understand personality types, you end up having like misunderstandings where it's going to cost you your time. It might even cost you your team if you are not able to communicate and, understand each other properly. Okay. And if you are also going to be doing collaboration. So yesterday they were teaching us that, we have to be doing collaborations. We have to be working together, one team, one dream, one goal, one forever. So for you to work well with other teams, for you to work well with other people as well, then that is why we need to understand, and it reduces conflicts. It makes us more effective. It makes us more productive. So the four color model has red, yellow, green, and blue. So before I share, I just want you to type for me in the chat there. Let's start with red. What do you think the person who is red, when you hear red, what is it that you think? You can type in the chat or you can unmute quickly and just tell me. Let's be fast because we only have 40 minutes. Well, 30 minutes now. So just type for me in the chat when you hear that red. Okay. Oh, I love this. Okay. So the comments are saying red means the person is an extrovert. They have a strong personality. Leader Tselechale says danger. Leader Kumbiri says always willing to work. Red is danger, love, red, hot and strong personality. Oh, perfect. Ignorant, dangerous. Okay. Then I will share what red is. Let's go to yellow. Type your comments about what you think someone who is considered yellow. Okay, let's see. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Let's see the comments in the chat so that I know that you are following. Yellow is shy, slow, lazy, calm, introvert or reserved. Okay, jealous. Yellow is quiet. Someone who is soft. slow. Okay, I'm loving the comments. Okay, yellow is warm, maybe. Okay, Leader Telehale also says relaxed. Let's try green. Let's try green. Okay, go getter, love, introvert, positive, loves nature, go getter, approachable, vibrant and energetic, natural, loud, creative, overflow. Okay, determined, lively, FBO, green is energetic. Then we have the last one, which is blue. Let's see the comments in the chat on the blue. Green is executor. Green is consistency. Oh, I love that. So blue, you guys are saying blue is kind, analytical. Blue, you can't really tell who they are. Miss Kavita says blue is calm. Okay, analytical, calm and introvert, neutral, skyrocketed, trustworthy, strong. Okay, all right, I love that. So when I was reading, I learned that everyone has all four colors. So we all have red, yellow, green, and blue, but usually there is one or two that are actually the strongest, the ones that show up more. It's either you have one that is dominant or you have two sides that are, kind of dominant. So before I show you what the colors mean, just type for me in the chat what color you think you are. So you can type for me in the chat. If you think you are yellow, if you think you are green, just type the color. Okay, Computer says red. Erica says red. Mapula says green. Miss Kavita says green. Sinini red. Ooh, blue, yellow, green. Okay. I am seeing the comments in the chat. Let's have three more people to type before I go and open what the colors mean. Okay. Now I have some blues coming. Okay. Yellow. Coach Watsi says I'm red and yellow. Red mixed with blue and green. Oh, this one is all the four colors. Okay. That is perfect. So let's go to the overview of what the colors mean. So you were mostly right. Red means someone that is dominant. They have a very strong personality and they are driven by results. So these are the people that look at the end goal. They are not really concerned about how you feel about it and all this emotional and stuff. They are just, what are the results? Are we getting the results? If it's a leader, it's someone who is a very strong personality and they are just concerned about, have you done the 4cc? Have you moved up? They are just focused on the results. Yellow is sort of like your influencers. They are very social and they are very influential in the team. Also can be very creative people. Okay. Green is supportive and steady. So most of you were right about the green. They are very supportive, very steady, very consistent. You can actually rely on them. Then blue are those people that are very analytical and detail focused. So they like to understand, why am I doing this? They analyze everything. They analyze every little detail. You can have an example is, maybe you have a poster and everyone else will just look at the poster and they are happy, but someone who is blue, they notice the small details. Maybe you're missing a U, maybe the date is incorrect. That is someone who is analytical, they are very detail focused, so they notice all of that. So having seen this, were you right about the color that you chose for yourself? Type a yes or no for me. Oh, I like what Coach Watsu says, especially what you're saying about comments on the posters. Oh my gosh, I was spot on with my guess of my colors. All right, type for me there if you were correct. I'm loving most of you got the colors right. Um, I have Little Tsepiti said no, she was not correct. I was correct on myself. Little Erica says no, I am blue. Yes, blue and yellow. All right. So that is just a basic overview of the colors. So like I said, red personality, they are the driver. They look at action. Okay, you will see it and plan and say we want to do this and no. But the red personality, it's like, okay, let's do the action. When are we starting? How do we get this done? They are also very competitive. You know, they don't like being last in the line, being last at anything. They always want to be on the spotlight in the front at the top. But they are also very decisive. You know, it's not, have you ever had someone where you say, what do you want to eat? And then they just say, anything. Where do you want to go? Nah, I don't mind. Anyway, red is not like that. The red, they know what they want. They are very quick with making decisions. If you get to a venue, prospects don't show up. The red personality is the one that will be first to say, you know what? People didn't show up. Let's take our posters. Let's go do contact marketing. They think and decide very fast, while the others might be sitting and wondering what to do with themselves. They make decisions very fast, and like I said, they are goal focused. So because they have that strength of fast decision making, and they are very good, strong leaders, they get results. Okay. The disadvantage of a person like that is that they are very impatient. So while most people are taking time to do their stuff, they get very irritated fast. They are very impatient, and they can also overlook feelings or details. You know, they are not concerned about how does this make you feel. And when that happens, it creates some tension in the team. So knowing what we know now, we were being taught to say, you know what, you need to have an executive committee for your team, the people that are going to help you to run the team and do everything that needs to be done, because alone you cannot do it. So type for me in the chat, the red personality, the driver, what kind of tasks do you think they would excel in when they are in a team? And just let me know in the chats, have you identified someone with the red personality in your team? Okay, just type for me there in the chat. Driving sales. Okay, just so I will read the chat at the end so that we don't take up too much time. But I think maybe just let me know. Have you identified someone red in your team? It could be you, it could be one of your downlines. And how would you deal with someone like that? So, how do you manage a personality like that? We're going to open up the discussion and allow people to unmute. Hopefully, we'll have enough time at the end. Then we go to the yellow personality. The yellow personality is the influencer of the group. They are always so enthusiastic. They have so much energy. They are very persuasive. They can like get people to do stuff. You know, it's that person that if they success day and they say, "Oh no, I won't be available," you find 80% of your team also saying, "No, we can't attend." Or if they say, let's do this, or I'm doing this, the team follows. So these are people that have influence. They are able to persuade or to make people do or not do stuff. They are also very optimistic. They have a positive outlook on life. They are people focused. So these are people that care about how do you feel and all of those things. So they are people of the people. Okay. The strength that they have is they can motivate people. I can motivate others to do stuff. So if you have someone with a yellow personality in your team, it means if there is success day and I want the team to attend, I ask that person to do a video in the group, then you know that people are you are going to have more numbers, or you have a presentation, they motivate others. They are very creative. They come up with new ways of doing things. And they are very good at communicating with other people. The challenge with these kind of people is they don't have order to what they do. They are very disorganized. They are those people that are sort of kind of all over the place, and they never really follow through to the end because they are always, running in overdrive. They are always running with energy. Okay, so that is a yellow personality. Coach Angel says, I'm yellow through and through, shame, along with the challenges. That's me. Um, and Samsung says, yes, you let them lead, and if you want results, you involve them. They are action teachers. I like Erica says, my upline is driven by visibility. Okay. Coach Angel says, yes, yes, I'm yellow, but I see I'm blue. So I have a lot of yellows. Okay, yes, I'm too yellow shape. So now we know who is going to be promoting the events for us, for people to attend. I agree with Coach Angie there because she always motivates people to sign up to present in the 5 a.m. and we appreciate you for that. Then we have the green personality. Those are the supportive people. They are very patient with you. If you make a mistake, if you ask them today, what is the price of tooth gel? They will tell you. If you ask tomorrow, they will still tell you. Very patient with you while you take your time to do the stuff. They are very loyal. Okay. They don't switch colors. They are very loyal. They stay true to themselves and the people around them. They are very calm people, very good with relationships. They're relationship oriented. So their strength is that they are a team player. They are good with working with other people. So these are the people that are very good with collaborating with other leaders, other teams. They are very trustworthy. Everyone trusts them, to do stuff. So I would say this is the person I would maybe make my accountant of the team. Because you can trust them to say, let's contribute our money into their account and they will pay the venue for us. Those kind of small things. They are also very good listeners. So when you have a problem and you need guidance, they can be there to just listen and support you. And the challenges that these kind of people have is that they avoid conflict. So because they don't want to find themselves fighting with people, sometimes they end up compromising, or sometimes they step away from the group, and sometimes then they start doing they start running their one-man show on the side to avoid conflict. And they are also very resistant to change because they like things the way they are. They like that comfort of consistency and knowing that, okay, we do things like this around here. When you want to introduce something new, they are not always very open to that. So they are very resistant to change. Okay, so I'm seeing the green hearts. I'm seeing the green hearts. I see everyone, some people are all the colors. Okay, Apollo says that's me. My team, they have all details. I send them in the group, but they call me and ask about product prices. Okay, Coach Watsi, I have yellow FBOs who like to have theme ideas. Exactly, theme sizzles. I have Lucy as my green. I adore her. She's my babysitter. She always make team members okay and comfortable. I love that. So the green people, those are the ones that you send them to check out, what is the feeling around the team? What do they think? Where are we as a team and all of that? So when you are identifying these people like this, you already see what you can get them to do to support the team. Then the blue personality, like we said, that's the analyst. That's the logical. If you tell them we need to do 4 CCs, they want to understand, why are we doing 4 CCs? How much am I going to get paid from this 4 CC? And how do they want to think logically. Everything that you introduce, it has to make sense to them before they can actually take action. They pay attention to detail, like we said, very accurate. Those are the people that they calculate money. They can tell you, okay, you are being paid this much. They will tell you, no, this doesn't make sense because I'm putting this much money and I'm getting this, all of that. And they are very cautious. They are not the type of people that do CCs of faith because it has to make sense to them. They are very cautious about how they spend their money. They are very cautious about, okay, I've made a sale. How do I invest? Which meetings do I attend? Does it make sense for me to go and deliver products there at this amount? That's the blue personality, the analyst. So their strength is that they produce high quality work. They are problem solvers. They understand data, they understand the numbers, they understand how to work around with the numbers. But it can be a challenge because they overanalyze stuff. Every time you want, Tim, let's do this, they are at the forefront. Why are we doing it? Why are we doing it like this? Why not do it like, it can cause some conflict in the team. And they are also very reserved, which means they are not so easy to approach and to work with. So they are not as open as the other personalities. Okay, so let's see if we have some blues. Um, okay, currently inactive. She's red personality. I'm actually a little bit of all the colors, but green is dominant. Okay, I have the blue in my team, and they are not easy people to deal with. As a blue personality, it sometimes delays me because I get stuck, yes, in perfectionism. So you are saying let's post 3 times a day. They are not posting because the post has to be just right. It has to be perfect. The poster, it has to be perfect. The colors, that is the blue personality type. And also, having looked at these colors, type for me in the chat what color you think I am. That is going to be so interesting. Type for me the color that you think I am. Okay. Green. Um, green. Okay, I'm getting a lot of greens, red and green. I think you are a combination of green and blue. You are yellow. Green. I'm loving the comments. I think I'm going to have fun reading the comments after the presentation. Okay. So we have, how do we apply this model at, well, not at work. Yes, it's work because we are running a business, but how are you going to apply this in your team? you have to make sure that you are leveraging on your strengths, the strengths that you have in the team. Sometimes our teams fail because you want to be all the colors yourself. Okay, so if you are a leader, okay, maybe you are a leader who is a lot of people saying I'm green. Maybe you are a leader who is that one who thinks about people first. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you also, in as much as you are feeling for people, you understand, and all of these things, you still need to get results. So when you identify the red people in your team, bring them close, allow them to take, allow them to take up that position. Then you know that, okay, me as a leader, I'm not really very good with driving results, but I'm a very good emotional support system. Find the people that drive results. They are going to do that part. And you do the emotional support. Find the people that are creative. They will come up with ideas of what are we doing next success day? What are the colors? Where are we having our presentations? When you do that, you find that now your team is going to have everything, because there are teams where the leader is just 4cc 4cc, don't talk to me until you've done 4cc. They remove you from the groups and all those things that happen, in forever, because they are just focused on the results. So they get the results, but the people in the team, they are unhappy, they are demotivated, but the results are showing. Do you want to be that type of leader? Probably not. Then there are people where they feel supported and all of that, but the CCs are zero. Okay? So I feel like that's my team. Okay. So that is something that I also, learned yesterday, to say I need to allow the other people that can also come in and say, you know what, let's do this. We need to do our forces. It can't just always be about how do you feel, and because we always gonna be having the problems. So your team needs to find a balance. If you don't have that balance of the four personalities in the team, you will struggle to keep your team motivated, keep your team doing the CCs, keep your team leveling up. And you also can collaborate with other teams where you see that this team is very good at bringing results. Collaborate with them, learn from them, as they also learn from you. That is the power of collaboration. And it helps us to build stronger teams. And it also helps you to know, people with the red personality, you can't just go and say, I want you to do this. Sometimes your approach has to be, you know what, my leader, what do you think about this? What are your thoughts? Allow them to feel involved in the decision making process, because they like to lead. Allow the influencers to say, hey, my friend, I know you are the one who's in touch with the styles and the what. Can you pick a color for us for the next success day? Can you help us with this? When they feel that you are involving them, they are going to be part and parcel of the team. Even the ones that are reserved, if they feel like, okay, you go to them and you say, what do you think about these numbers? Can you analyze these posters for us? We are giving you this job. Find us a venue. They are very good, because they will analyze, where is the venue? How will people get there? Is it central? Can it fit the people? So give them those tasks that are in line with their personalities. Because if you take the red and you ask them to go talk to someone who's not doing CCs, you are going to have a disaster, because they are just going to come and be focused on work, whereas you have the green personality. So know who to involve when. I think that is the last slide, because I want to open up Okay, before I open up, because we have 7 minutes, I just want you to know that no color is better than another. So don't feel like, no, I'm yellow, so I'm not gonna make it, or don't feel sorry for yourself. No color is better than the other. All the colors need each other in order to achieve. So the differences that we have in personalities, they are actually what is going to create a balance in the team. And I just want you to be aware of this because it improves, the collaboration and it makes your team a little bit more flexible. Okay, that should be the last slide. Yes, definitely. It's the last slide. So I'm opening up the chat. Guys, we have 6 minutes. I know this is a very interesting topic. So let's just say 30 seconds for each person that wants to speak. If you want to say something, you can also just type for us in the chat and I will read it out for you if you're not in a position to speak. So let's go. Who is starting? You are welcome to unmute and speak if you want to say something.
Good
No?
morning, leaders.
Morning.
I'll just still the 60 seconds. I'm kidding, 30. So, thank you, Leader Heather, for this. Coach, this is so great. I hope you're going to share the slides for us. I read every color. I came in a little late, but I think I got in. Oh, I didn't get the color rates, the character traits. I don't know what are the character traits there. However, I think for me, it's a booster to also just find myself because of, yes, you find yourself wanting to make sure that everybody is okay and you don't look at yourself. So when one is building their business, it's also great to look at the entire process holistically, to look at the chains, who is what and how do they contribute and treat them as such, and not just put much value on someone whom you think that this one is capable and you leave the others behind. So for me, it highlighted a lot of who I am and my strengths and how I should use them. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach. Anyone else that wants to say something? We still have 4 minutes. Okay, maybe they are typing in the chat. Oh, and I forgot to stop the recording. See.